Yo guys, welcome back to the video, and today's video is going to be different than anything I've made yet. Basically, we're going to be talking about the prediction mantra, and if it needs a rework, if it needs a buff, if it needs a change, or if it should just stay the way it is. Alright, onto the video. I first started talking about a nerf for prediction or a rework for prediction a while ago. Obviously, I never posted anything on YouTube about it, but I would always talk about it in the Chime Discord or the content chat on Deepwoken about how it needs a nerf. And whenever I brought this up, a lot of people, at least in the content Discord, would say it's not a mainstream used mantra, it's not used enough for it to need to get reworked or buffed. And people like Nogo himself said this. But the thing is, with Nogo starting to stream his Chime and make more videos about PvP again and again and again, people are using the prediction mantra and realizing how brain dead and busted it is. If you don't know what the prediction mantra is, which is extremely unlikely, basically you just press a button on your keyboard, and if they swing through it like little white powder, like a fool, like it'll hit them back. It's unparable, unblockable, and actually has really good talents for it. Like there's this one where long range mantra hits, and I think there's one where a second prediction happens. But it's really stupid because it's too fast for you to be able to feint your thing. Like I'd understand like if it were actually like what it says, a prediction, and not just an instant thing, then it would take a little bit of time for it to hit you, but it's instant. Like I am somebody who has prediction instantly on me, you can keep parry trading because that's how good it is. And I think that's why Nogo and other people in Top Chime use it so much, is because it is extremely good. Especially if you just spam it, because put a bless gem on and the cooldown is near to nothing. Similar to the Electro Carve with Magnet Spark thing that I talked about in the other video, the cooldown is insane and it's extremely useful. A lot of people can just win by spamming prediction. Nogo doesn't necessarily spam prediction, but he does use it a lot because it's probably the best mantra in his kit. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Like, somebody many-counties you, prediction. Somebody throws something at you, prediction. It's better than a parry, honestly. I think it's more effective than parrying because they get damage back, it's instant, and you can just spam it. It's really stupid. And the second thing that when I bring it up is that it's not a prediction. A prediction is something like, you know, the contractor equalizer thing, where that comes out a certain, like, that comes out at a speed where you can react to that. It's just a better version of the contractor counter. It's 11 times better than the contractor counter. And you can't, like, vent the damage. Like with the contractor counter, excuse me, you're hung in the air and forced to get hit. But you can just vent. You can literally just vent. With prediction, if I swing my heavy weapon and right before it's about to hit, not like, it's fast enough where you don't have to use it the moment somebody uses something. Like, before it hits you, on like the millisecond you can use it, and it always hits. Like, it is a no-skill mantra, but at the same time, you definitely need to know the timing for stuff, because a lot of people will throw it out and when you can still feint the mantra, or when you can still feint the M1, and that's why some people don't think it's overpowered. But if you're using it as a better player who can use it fast, like Nogo uses it constantly, and it almost always hits because nobody has time to feint it because he uses it in the last millisecond of whenever the fucking mantra goes through, so it always hits. So he can just spam it and spam it and spam it. A bunch of other people can spam it. Now here's where I talk about reworking it and what I think it needs as a rework or just a change. I personally think the response damage should be parryable. Like, let's say if I hit the prediction, I can just parry it. And a lot of people don't like that because it kind of gets rid of the point of it. And when it comes to mantras like this that predict, you definitely have to work really hard to find a fix that isn't just making the mantra horrible. I think it should be parryable. Some people think it should be blockable, but I think if it's blockable, it would take 0 skill, and you could just hit and then block, hit and then block. I don't like that one bit. I think that if it was blockable, it would have to do a fuck ton of posture damage. I think it could be good if it was blockable, if it would return all the posture damage, or return more of the posture damage. Maybe it does a lot of extra posture damage added onto it, then maybe it'd be good blockable, but other than that, I don't think it should be blockable. With it being parryable, I like that. I like it being parryable or maybe just dodgeable, because there's some mantras that are only dodgeable, like the, not mantras, but like the stone heart crit, whatever it's called, like the stone weapon that's from Duke. That's not parryable or blockable, but you can just dodge that. And there's some monsters you fight that you can only dodge stuff. I think maybe it should either be parryable or only dodgeable. All of the prediction users in the comments that people use prediction, or people that have thought predictions more than me, if y'all could comment down below if y'all think it should be parryable or dodgeable, one or the other, and I'll see what you guys think in the comments below. Peace out, guys. Like and subscribe, and a shout out to Negro22.